talk about different career genres, there are a lot of people who have different opinions about who they consider to be the GOAT, G-O-A-T, the greatest of all time. Well, in multiple genres, of course, I have the people I consider to be the greatest of all time. But in this particular video, I'm going to talk about two specific ones. Now, in boxing and in hip-hop, I consider the two greatest of all time to be Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Eminem. Now, I'm not an individual who says things lightly, and so of course, I have a reason why I believe that. Now, Floyd Mayweather, he is a chess player when it comes to his craft. Now, he doesn't even study his opponents before he goes into the ring. What he does when he goes into the ring, what I've noticed watching him so much, the first 4 rounds, he's like dissecting a person. But in the midst of him dissecting them, he's jabbing, he's pot-shotting you. He's doing that in order to try to keep you at bay, see how you adjust, and to win the rounds. So when he wins the first 4 rounds, which he normally does, sometimes it's 3-1, but most of the time it's 4-0. What happens is, now the opponent being behind knows that he only has 3 rounds that he needs to get Mayweather in order to win. So the opponent gets kind of a little bit desperate and starts trying to do something that may be outside of their plan. And that's when they open themselves up even more. So if Mayweather was hitting them, say, 17 out of 40 shots in the first 4 rounds, and they were hitting him 17 out of 90 shots, the next time it may be 36 out of 58 shots, because now they've opened themselves up to Mayweather hitting them. So Mayweather is playing boxing chess. So when you watch him, you're not watching him to see a brawl. You're watching him to see somebody be a snake, a serpent who's waiting, stalking their opponent little by little and breaking them down. The same thing is what Eminem does when it comes to rap, like what Mayweather does in boxing. But Eminem actually studies his opponent. So he does something Mayweather doesn't do. He studies his opponent and he sees where his opponent's defense lacks protection, and he sees what the opponent is going to do as far as attacking him. So Eminem looks at his own defenses and his own things that people can attack him on, and he uses that against his opponent by attacking himself, then attacking them. So it leaves them nowhere to go. So that's the same thing that Tory Lanez did with Joyner Lucas in the second round of their battle. He left Joyner nowhere to go. Now, I saw somewhere Joyner could have gone, but it was a small, path Joyner had to go, and Joyner didn't take that path in the second round. So Eminem, he did this whole thing that he does with his rap battle against MGK, my hometown from Cleveland. MGK had a good song, but the song that MGK had was the equivalent of making a really good cheesecake, but you're making it for a barbecue rib cook-off. Like, the cheesecake is cool, but you come to the rib cook-off with the cheesecake and find out that you were the meat because Eminem ate him alive. The craziest part about it is MGK didn't even know that Eminem made him alive. It was like a basketball player who's a good professional player compared to a Hall of Famer. It's just not even the same level. It was crazy what Eminem did to MGK. There were 2 specific lines that were my favorites in the MGK and Eminem battle. Now, these 2 lines were crazy because MGK has some rhymes where he does double entendres, but most of his are not really double entendres, especially in the rap devil. Eminem does double, triple, quadruple, quintuple entendres. It's insanity. So it was absolutely insane what he did, and I'm going to tell you those 2 now. The first one was when he said, "You said you got me in your scope, but you grazed me. One called an inner scope and you Swayze." Crazy. But a lot of people, when they first heard Kill Shot, they didn't understand that Eminem's a chess master. He's not playing the same game 90s, 98% of these other rappers are. So when you hear his lines, you literally have to say, okay, I need to break this down because this dude took so much time to write this. He doesn't, unlike MGK, he doesn't have surface level raps and then maybe one or two double entendres. He has double entendres, triple entendres, quadruple entendres, quintuple entendres. He has so much depth in his writing. So when he said that, you said you got me in your scope, but you grazed me, one called the inner scope and you Swayze. What he was saying was, of course, the inner scope and in your scope. That was a double entendre. Okay? In your scope as in the gun, inner scope as in the record label. And he said, one call the inner scope and you Swayze. That was like a quintuple entendre. Okay? Number one call the inner scope. He was saying, MGK said that he was messing up his career, and he was like, addressing that, saying, if I made one call, your career be dead. So the fact that your career ain't dead, I haven't made a call. So that was the first thing. The second thing was, he said that if I make a call, you could actually be going up to Shade 45 and talking this way. So it was like flipping it, saying I can destroy your career, I can make one phone call, and then you'll be up there with Sway in the morning on Shade 45. Then the Swayze thing was also about the third one. The guy who I believe used to be on the label named Swayze. He was a rapper. He's not there no more. Is Eminem saying that he killed that guy's career? Is he saying like you be like that guy? That was the third one. The fourth one was, he said, when he said the Swayze line, he was talking about Patrick Swayze, and Patrick Swayze is most famously known for the movie Ghost, in which he was an actor with Whoopi Goldberg and Demi Moore. So he was saying, you'll be a ghost. So I'm calling you'll be a ghost. But the fifth one was the killer. When he was saying, or you can be dead in the sense of your career is dead, like Patrick Swayze is in real life. Not in that movie Ghost, in real life he's dead. And when did Eminem release the Kill Shot disc? On the anniversary of Patrick Swayze's death. The level of depth in that one line killed my hometown MGK's whole track. But Eminem did that throughout the whole thing. So you keep going back and listening to Eminem's Kill Shot, and you just like, this guy was just dismantling MGK. It was insane. And then the second line, like I said, of the two, was when he said, the only thing that's changed is the locks. So before I slay this witch, but he said with a B in front of it, moi, give Jade a kiss. That was bananas. He said, the only thing that's changed is the locks. So he's saying the keys to the game as far as these mumble rappers. So he was attacking the mumble rappers. Then he was saying the locks as in his hair. He changed his hair from gold to black. So he said, the only thing that's changed with me is the hair. I used to be Slim Shady with the hair. Now I got black hair. And then he said the locks, which is again triple entendre. He said the locks for Jadakiss, whose group used to be the Locks. And that's why he mentioned Jadakiss. Switch to Jadakiss. Jadakiss, of course, is the rapper. And then his daughter's, Eminem's daughter's middle name is Jade. So he was saying, moi, give Jade a kiss, my daughter a kiss. So that was a double entendre. He was doing this all throughout the diss track. So Eminem flipped everything that MGK said to him and then found MGK's defenses and just hit him with all these different types of things, talking about how much he's made more money than him, he's outselling him, even though he's almost 2 times older than him. He just killed him. Same thing with Mayweather. Finds your defenses, has a chess-like attack and strategy. Both of them, same thing. And that's where Bernie Sanders comes in. When Bernie Sanders first did his presidential run, his first one, I think he was initially thinking, I just want to be Rocky Balboa. I just want to last with the champ. I just want to get out there and I just want to be viable. And Rocky's biggest thing was, I want them to see my heart. Bernie Sanders' heart is his message. He's like, I just want the message out there. We need this health care. We got to help people. We got to get the minimum wage up. We need to stop these wars. But he just want to get his message out. And that's what happened in that first presidential run of his. He was like Rocky, and Hillary Clinton was like Apollo Creed. Okay? So he lasted, got like 46% of the vote. Crazy, from zero. Crazy. So when he saw her lose, that's when he went into Floyd Mayweather and Eminem mode. He said, I'm going to try to strategically chessmate my opponents. So what did he start doing? He started upping his social media game and all the videos that he's doing. Just video after video after video, showing different things of why Donald Trump is not doing what he's supposed to do. Videos of workers and how they're hurting. I'm on real people where he's next to them and he's talking to them. Starting to do town halls, big town halls, bringing in doctors regarding health care, bringing in prosecutors and lawyers regarding criminal justice reform. I mean, he is playing chess. He's playing Floyd Mayweather in Eminem type chess, because he's cutting off everything that they said about him. Doesn't have foreign policy. He's attacking Donald Trump on the Syria situation. He's attacking Donald Trump on the situation going on with MBS. You know, as they call him, Bonesaw Solomon. He's just doing everything that he can in order to fill all the gaps and the holes that they're trying to attack. And at the same time, he already has the offense. He's just filling up all the defensive holes. He already had all the offense because he has 40, 50 years track record. That's chess. That's how Floyd Mayweather became the greatest of all time. That's how Eminem became the greatest of all time. Will Bernie become the greatest of all time? Be sure to click the like and subscribe buttons below if you like this video so we can do more videos for you. And of course, make sure you check us out on all the other social media mediums and follow us at It's Time to Fight. But most of all, we need all of our fighters to go and join the fight on Patreon and be elevated to fight leadership at patreon.com/It's Time to Fight.